खालिस्तानी सरकार है? पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? भगवान Mr. One, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहां गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
Well, hello and welcome. This is the weekend debate, and I am Aishwarya Kapoor.
And I am Abhishek.
And let's begin. Well, for the BJP and for the Prime Minister specifically, viewers, it's nothing new. Even prior of him becoming the Prime Minister of India in 2014, he's used to such language, specifically personal attacks being used against him or for him, Abhishek. But what's been happening is, and I just want to quote certain very specific points where you see, even prior to him becoming the Prime Minister back on the 1st of December 2007, when he was called Maut Ka Saudagar by Sonia Gandhi, it began from that day.
Yeah.
Then it was 2012 when Modi was equated with Ravan. Then on 3rd of March 2013, it was Mani Shankar Iyer, and then so on and so forth, and it has come down from Maut Ka Saudagar in 2007, Abhishek, to Kabr Khudegi in 2022.
Aishwarya, and the fact is that with every abuse, it seems the Prime Minister has been gaining his strength from his strength, and it's the Congress party which seems to be losing. So, for example, from 2014 onwards, over the last 45 elections, both national and state elections, the Congress party has managed to win 4 and lose 41. So, is the Congress party suffering from some kind of brain fog, that they don't understand that this is not working? That's the topic of debate that we are going to have this Saturday evening. Let's introduce the debate and then we'll get the guests going as well. All right, the topic is no end to abuse politics. Who's losing, who's gaining? And more importantly, how does it reflect on India's polity that you debase it, to debase the discourse in a manner that does not look good on us in the Amrit Kal? That's the debate. And let's begin with the headlines first.
दो ही रह सकते हैं, या तो देश स्वस्थ रहे, विकसित रहे, कम्युनल हाथ पानी रहे, तो मोदी जी की राजनीतिक कब्र खोदना बहुत जरूरी है.
While Congress continues to hurl abuses at the Prime Minister of India, now wishes for the Prime Minister's death.
Aam Aadmi Party versus BJP fireworks continue as Delhi High Court stays repolling for the standing committee.
आपका करोड़ों रुपया वो विमान पर जाया कर रहे हैं, उनको मालूम नहीं है वहां जगह खाली नहीं है. 24 में तो मोदी जी आने वाले, तो मोदी जी आने.
Home Minister Amit Shah mocks Nitish, says there is no vacancy in Delhi, but doors of the NDA are shut for Nitish Kumar.
एक तरफ अपराधियों को प्रश्रय देंगे, उन्हें गले का हार बनाएंगे, और दूसरी तरफ फिर दोषारोपण भी करेंगे.
Ayuri comes down hard on Samajwadi Party over Mafia Raj as face-off erupts over Prayagraj murder.
Prime Minister Modi and German Chancellor hold talks to strengthen the bilateral talks between both the countries.
And from threat letters to his face-off with the MVA, former Maharashtra Governor's explosive interview on Republic after this debate.
Well, welcome to the weekend debate once again. But viewers, this kind of personal attacks, as we were just discussing and saying, on the Prime Minister is something which has indirectly or directly helped the BJP, but the opposition just forgets to understand this basic question, Abhishek.
Absolutely, Aishwarya, and the fact that they keep repeating it. So we had Pawan Khera mentioning Gautam Das when he was mentioning Prime Minister's father's name, and then he thought that it was funny. And now we have Karti Chidambaram repeating it. So have they really lost it in some ways? That's the thing that we are going to debate. Let's look at this package on what has been said exactly by whom, and then we come back to debate.
We are inching closer to election year, and by the day, political attacks are getting more personal and abusive. The latest to abuse the Prime Minister is this Vadra Congress leader who seems to be wishing for PM's death.
राजनीतिक कब्र जब तक मोदी जी की नहीं खुदेगी, अब दो ही रह सकते हैं, या तो देश स्वस्थ रहे, विकसित रहे, कम्युनल हाथ पानी रहे, तो मोदी जी की राजनीतिक कब्र खुदना बहुत जरूरी है.
This comes 2 days after Congress gave out Kabr Khudegi slogans, a slogan that has been countered by PM Modi.
ये निराशा के गर्त में डूबे लोग ये कह रहे हैं, माला जपते जपते कह रहे हैं, मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी. लेकिन देश कह रहा है, हिंदुस्तान के आवाज कह रही है, हिंदुस्तान का हर कोना कह रहा है, मोदी तेरा कमल खिलेगा, मोदी तेरा कमल खिलेगा.
And it seems Vadra Congress brand of politics is emboldening others as well.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी को मैंने पहले भी एक बार कहा है, आज फिर कह रहा हूं कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी को धृतराष्ट्र की भूमिका से निकलकर अपने इन तमाम दुर्योधनों और दुशासनों पर पाबंदी लगानी चाहिए.
Election after election, we have seen abuse politics boomerang.
आप नीच किस्म के आदमी, मुख्य वड़ा प्रधान नरेंद्र मोदी, मुझे आप सब लोगों से जानना है कि क्या भूतकाल में कभी भी किसी भी वड़ा प्रधान ने ऐसा नौटंकी किया है वोट देने जाने के लिए? ये नीच किस्म का आदमी यहाँ पे रोड शो कर रहा है.
When will those promoting abuse politics learn the lesson? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, joining us this Saturday evening, Charu Pragya, spokesperson of the BJP, live from Delhi. Binay Singh, political analyst, live from Delhi. In fact, with us in the studios, Shubrastha, columnist and author, live from Delhi. That's going to be the BJP view, I believe. On the other side, representing the Congress, senior leader of the party, live from Varanasi, Ratnakar Tripathi, Pankaj Sharma, senior journalist and former media advisor to Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath, live from Raipur. And let me begin by asking Kapil Madan, advocate and political analyst, live from Delhi. Kapil, are these just cheap thrills? Do you really understand, or the Congress understand the implications of this kind of discourse in politics?
So Abhishek ji, I think, I want to, jog your memory a bit. I just want to remind few statements made by our Honorable Prime Minister when he was...
Talk about the present. I have a good memory.
Yes.
Talk about the present.
We will talk about the Prime Minister. He is the, highest political office in the country. Why should not we talk about the Prime Minister? He was
talk about the
seen
present.
Publicly speaking and referring to a lady as 50 crore ki girlfriend. He was seen... statement where he
talk about
to,
the present,
Kapil
Madan. Let's begin with the present.
You don't want to talk
Let's
about
begin
the
with the
Prime Minister.
present.
I mean, are you undermining the authority and the office of the Prime Minister? No, I am saying
talk about the present. Talk about the Prime Minister, but about the present.
Isn't his statement not worthy of discussion? Is this what you are trying to suggest here on the show? what we should see here.
I'm saying, is the Congress party getting cheap thrills?
For a minute.
If those were cheap thrills, okay, but is the Congress party in the present getting cheap thrills?
Abhishek,
Can I open the debate and set the narrative?
So Abhishek,
Since Kapil is still pumping.
Hold on.
I for a minute will never support any statement that is derogatory. And I think, we should start by analyzing the statement made by our own Prime Minister, because as far as I understand, that appears to be the highest political office of the country.
Kapil, you said you will not. You said you will not.
Yes.
You said you will not. But still,
I will not. Yes.
More than a dozen leaders of yours have said what not for the Prime Minister, and you don't understand.
Mr. Modi,
Charu, you should not be angry today. Charu, you should not hold on, Kapil. Kapil, don't speak over others. Kapil, you were given a chance. Thank you. But Charu, the BJP as a party should be okay with it. Because you anyways gain politics. Congress is such a naive, is a bunch of such a naive leaders now, Abhishek, that they don't understand. Kapil Madan, either you calm down or you please. Kapil Madan, please calm down. Kapil Madan, please calm down. Abhishek, they don't understand. Every comment, every leader of theirs, from Sonia Gandhi to Mallikarjun Kharge, Kapil Madan doesn't speak, put his head down. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
Abhishek, they don't understand.
Can I get my 30
Kapil Madan, hold on. Hold on,
get my 30
They don't
seconds,
understand that every time a leader of theirs make a comment and such personal comments regarding the Prime Minister, forget about morality in politics. After what has happened in Delhi, in the last 48 hours, there is no morality left whatsoever, Abhishek. But even politically speaking, you are directly giving a benefit to the BJP, Charu. They are helping you.
Aishwarya, allow me to read this out to you. Gandhi Nali ka Keeda, Gangu Teli.
Yeah, carry on.
Pagal Kutta, Bhasmasur, Bandar, Virus, Hitler,
I have the list with me.
Beta, Battamiz, Daud, Chuha, Lahu Purush, असत्य का सौदागर, रावण, सांप, बिच्छू, मौत का सौदागर, मानसिक बीमार, नशेड़ी, नमक हराम, आतंकवादी, दुर्योधन, काला अंग्रेज, मदारी, भोपू, हिंदू जिन्ना, रंगा बिल्ला, राक्षस, नीच, मॉडर्न भस्मासुर, and the latest, मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी. These people forget.
Charu, you forgot
that
50 crores
every
girlfriend.
time they have
I think you should, being a woman yourself, you should stand.
Kapil, don't
for the
interrupt.
dignity.
No. Aishwarya, this was only a recap. Let me make my point.
How can you duck?
Kapil, do not.
Mr. Madan, Mr. Madan,
me.
Kapil, learn.
My question to you.
I don't.
Kapil, you are a lawyer. At least there should be some discipline shown by you. Kapil, hold on.
I don't debate like this, Kapil.
Okay, ask.
Aishwarya, can I just say something?
Charu is asking a question to you. Okay.
No, Kapil, wait. Kapil, wait, let me finish.
Yes or not?
No. He cannot interrupt me. He cannot interrupt me. Let me finish.
I am not interrupting you. I am asking you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Now let me have my say.
You're dodging and drifting from the debate. Charu,
so Aishwarya, you know what is the problem here?
Charu,
the biggest problem here is they don't just sit on the
Kapil Madan, you need to hold on. Can I have Pankaj Sharma, Ratnakar Tripathi and Kapil Madan, you need to learn. Kapil Madan, you may be a senior lawyer, but you really need to learn the rules of debate. Charu, now hold on. Charu, now hold on.
I don't support.
Charu, okay. Guys, don't start the debate like this.
20 seconds. No.
Guys, don't start the debate like this. Let there be some discipline. Charu, hold on. Charu, hold on.
They believe it. They believe it.
Okay. Charu, hold on.
Kapil, you
Charu, hold on.
No.
Abhishek, we also have Ratnakar Tripathi, Pankaj Sharma, Shobhrashtra, Binay Singh, everyone.
If you
take this forward, No, we have to. Charu, hold on. Let's take this forward. Let's have a structured conversation. We have enough time. We are just about 10 minutes into the debate. Charu, hold on. Let's take this forward. There have to be some structured arguments going here. And viewers are watching. They have to also understand what we are trying to, focus on. And it is about attacking the Prime Minister, who's Prime Minister of the country, not of the BJP alone, right? He has a mandate, and the way democracy functions, I think he is the representative of the majority sentiment of the country. And the way democracy functions, you have to defer to that sentiment of majority. Because if you don't, then really you are questioning whether you agree with democracy as a principle or not. Ratnakar Tripathi, my question which was lost on Kapil Madan is that, and I'm taking it forward. A, do you really represent this, do you really respect this mandate of the people of the country? And if yes, are you being respectful to the Prime Minister who represents that mandate? Again, repeating, at the risk of repeating. He is not the Prime Minister of BJP alone. He is Prime Minister of the country, Ratnakar Tripathi.
Then let me ask you first that whether you respect a national party or not. So in that context, please let me make yourself clear that which Congress you are referring to in my case. That Vadra Congress or the Indian National Congress. If you are talking about the Vadra Congress, I don't know any party like that and I won't comment further. And if you are saying I am from Indian National Congress, I may carry on. So please make it clear on your channel.
So, but is there any difference left, Ratnakar Tripathi? You've read our header. You've read our header of Vadra Congress and you were very amused when
Ratnakar Tripathi, in fact, today, Ratnakar Tripathi today has very publicly distanced himself from the Congress party of the day. He has distanced himself from the party of the day. Congress party of the day. Ratnakar Tripathi, have you done that?
Subrashtra, he may not, Ratnakar Tripathi, you might have a problem with Vadra Congress, but did you have a problem when in 2022, 15th June 2022, when Modi kutte ki maut marega was said by Sheikh Hussain? Did you have a problem when Subodh Khan Sahai on the 20th of June 2022 said Modi Hitler ki maut marega? Did you have a problem on 17th of January 2022? Ratnakar Tripathi, and don't smile on that issue when you said, when Nana Patole said, मैं मोदी को पीट सकता हूँ?
Servants, please.
What, please?
You.
Why?
Tell me first whether you
these are your leaders, these are your comments.
About Indian National Congress or not? No. I am asking just.
For me, it's the same thing.
In my
there is no difference.
Which Congress you are referring to? No, there is a difference. There is a difference. People
it's the same thing.
By many names.
Congress, name the leaders. Aishwarya, name the leaders.
I don't want to waste my time on such a debate,
Name the leaders.
I am referring to the party
don't waste man.
Which has Pawan Kheda as a leader, which has V.S. Ugrappa as a leader, which has Jairam Ramesh as a leader, Mallikarjun Kharge as a leader, Madhusudan Mistry as a leader, Gopal Italia as a leader, Subodh Khan Sahai. You want me to go on? I can go on, Subrashtra.
And Manishankar
Iyer. But you don't want to answer that, Ratnakar Tripathi, so hold your thought. Subrashtra. Subrashtra first, and then Bere Singh I'm coming to you. Subrashtra. No, now you hold on. Thank you. Subrashtra.
Oh, I will for the whole show. I'm glad.
Thank you. Subrashtra. Subrashtra's audio, please. Subrashtra, you need to unmute. Subrashtra, I think you just need to unmute. Subrashtra, I think you just need to unmute. Unmute.
Yes. Sorry.
Please check.
So I think
carry on.
Has become a trend with respect to the Congress party that every time a controversy like that emerges, they start recounting some remarks that have been made by the Prime Minister, political leaders from the BJP, so as to justify what is being said to the country's highest office. Now, we need to understand a couple of things. When the Prime Minister took jibes, he did not took jibes on people, family members, the way in which his father has been attacked. None of the Prime Minister's family members are in public domain. None of them have been engaged in active politics. On the contrary, whether it is Sonia Gandhi, whether it is Rahul Gandhi or Nehru or Indira Gandhi or Rajiv Gandhi or even Sanjay Gandhi for that matter, all of them have been in active political public life. So if their names are being dragged, then the opposition needs to understand that they have earned that. People of the country will question political leaders in the public domain. And why just political leaders? Everybody who has a public profile will be questioned, will be, taken to task. Now, my question to the Congress party is, and Kapil Madan was really passionate about his speech, but he needs to answer this. To malign somebody's father's name, that to a deceased person, is it right morally and politically? It's a simple question that I'm asking. He was not Rajiv Gandhi.
Absolutely.
He was not a Nehru who served India as a political leader. There's a difference. And if Congress people are so dumb that they cannot understand the difference, then the people of the country show them their place every 5 years. They should at least learn from electoral mandate.
Right, Subrashtra. Pankaj Sharma, you are Pankaj Sharma.
None of these jibes really work.
Okay, Subrashtra. Let's just take that question to Pankaj Sharma, Abhishek. Pankaj Sharma, sir, you're not only a senior journalist, you've also been very close to this, whom they are often referred to within the Congress as the old guard of the Congress, Abhishek. Pankaj Sharma, does the old guard still, Ahmed Bhai is there no more, late Ahmed Bhai, but Kamal Nath, all these people, do they still agree of this kind of name calling for the Prime Minister, Pankaj Sharma? Have the Congress really not learned its lessons? Pankaj Sharma.
See, let me make it very clear that I am of the opinion that abusive language must never be used by anyone against the political opponents. And at the same time, I am of the firm opinion that using popular idioms and phrases while expressing deep disgust over an inferior most situation must never be twisted unnecessarily for gaining political mileage. How can you take a particular idiom used while raising the slogans against a disastrous episode in its literal sense? There are, idiomatic expressions such as Murdabad, Murdabad, Kabr
Not
Khudegi,
simply political. This is not political. This is not political sloganeering. This is not political sloganeering, and I will tell you why. The thing is, when Congress workers sat on the tarmac and they said,
Charu, give him 30 seconds, then you take on.
They said it.
Charu, give him 30 seconds. Charu, give him 30 seconds. Charu, give him 30 seconds. Charu, give him 30 seconds.
I mean,
Charu, give him 30 seconds, please. Thank you. Yeah. Pankaj Sharma, please.
All the languages in the world have good and bad formulations which are not taken literally. And a healthy democracy certainly requires a strong criticism of government's inappropriate actions. And everyone has a right to denounce the arrogance of the ruling dispensation. What is wrong in that? How can you ignore the fact that this new practice of brutal abusiveness has been introduced in our polity, in our public discourse by BJP, RSS and their affiliates?
Okay, Charu's counter and then anything I'm coming to you.
Oh, okay. Can I first come in? First of all, nothing justifies Teri Kabr Khudegi to be said about your Honorable Prime Minister. More importantly, this is not just a slogan that was raised. This is a slogan that Congress believes in. All you have to do is go back and remember the incident of the security lapse of our Honorable Prime Minister in Punjab. Go back and remember the days of Shaheen Bagh where little children were calling out for blood. Children were calling out for blood of the Honorable Prime Minister. ये सोच कहाँ से आई है? ये सोच आपकी sloganeering से आई है because these are not mere words. Do not pass them off as mere words and pretend they don't mean anything deeper. Your ideology is full of hate. The only thing you can do is spread this kind of negativity in politics. It never existed before.
Okay. Charu Pragya says this is an ideology of hate, and Pankaj Sharma says that this is about idioms. I don't know whether this is about idioms or in the case of Congress party, it's becoming idiopathy. I hope you understand what I mean when I say the difference between idioms and idiopathy. Binay Singh, you think this is just about hate or this is about absolute bankruptcy of ideas in the Congress party? I wanted Ratnakar to respond to that, but maybe you can help Ratnakar Tripathi and then I'll go to Ratnakar.
No, I think it is idioms or idiocy.
Help, sir.
You must, because the leader of the opposition must learn that what they have earned. You are earning a bad reputation. You are losing your credibility in the electorates. And one more thing, I saw a few days back that Mahua Mitra was giving lecture on Farsi and Arabic language, justifying her vulgar and abusive speech she used in the parliament.
That was at a different
and that also,
altogether.
it was going live. It was a live broadcast. And one more thing. This Manisankar Iyer syndrome, it has become a pandemic and it has spread to the higher ups in the Congress and to other parties also. Like Aam Aadmi Party, Trinamool Congress, this pandemic has spread all over. Though the PM must not have reacted, But the electorate has taken cognizance, they are angry, they are upset, and they are all set to teach you a lesson in the 2024 Lok Sabha. And one more thing, very important, Aishwarya.
What?
I would like to tell in Hindi. हमारे यहाँ गांव मोहल्लों में आप सब लोगों को मालूम होगा, चारू को भी मालूम होगा, दो बच्चों में झगड़ा हो जाए तो एक बच्चा जो मजबूत है दूसरे को पीटता है।
रत्नाकर जी
आज जो कमजोर है वो पीट नहीं पाता तो गाली देता है। Exactly the same thing is happening. The stronger one, the weaker one is not able to compete.
So you are saying it's a frustrated, desperate Congress.
Ratnakar Tripathi is answering. It is a frustration.
Ratnakar Tripathi is answering to that. Yeah.
Yes.
Ratnakar Tripathi. Are you that frustrated and desperate, Ratnakar Tripathi?
Vinay Singh made it clear. No, sir. Vinay Singh made it clear. एक मजबूत लड़का एक कमजोर लड़के को अकारण पीटता है. So make it clear. कर्म प्रधान विश्व रचि राखा, जो जस करहि सो तस फल चाखा. In English, you reap what you sow. The Prime Minister Modi has countless times abused leaders of opposition in the country.
समर्थन जुटा के मजबूत हुई, आप गाली क्यों दे?
Please let, अरे बोल लेंगे हुजूर.
No. What are you showing that you are only reaping defeats electorally?
Charu, if you are managing this debate, I will remain silent.
Charu, listen to him.
Aishwarya ji.
Okay, Ratnakar Tripathi,
Is she the moderator?
Charu, please.
First she said she is going to, First she said she is going to set the narrative.
Oh, I would want to see a debate in which you come and she's the moderator.
If you are going to give a long rope.
No, I would want to see that debate where Charu is a moderator and you are a guest. Let's come back to the topic, Ratnakar Tripathi. I know you want to get out of it. Because deep down, Abhishek, Ratnakar Tripathi is a reasonable man, Charu. And Ratnakar Tripathi understands that when Sheikh Hussain called Modi kutte ki maut marega, it inversely impacted Congress. And anyone, I am saying any leader who still wants, who is a still true well-wisher of the Congress party would not want such leaders to make such comments. Because forget morality, Ratnakar Tripathi. Forget morality in politics. The people of this country really don't believe it exists anymore. What, please?
Over me.
Okay, carry on. Go on.
You speak then.
Go on.
Well, let me complete first, sir. Na?
Carry on.
Jersey cow, hybrid bachcha, 50 crore ki, just a minute, 50 crore ki girlfriend, then Ashwini Chaubey about Rahul Gandhi, schizophrenic, गंदी नाली का कीड़ा, महेश शर्मा on प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा, पप्पू की पप्पी, and whatever is said there, it is really.
So it's list versus list, huh?
It is symbolic. It is symbolic. Like just a 10 seconds.
So Charu, like Congress has its own list.
Parliament.
Okay.
Just a minute. रेनकोट पहनकर नहाने की कला बाथरूम में सिर्फ डॉक्टर साहब जानते हैं. तो should we consider him as a peeping Tom who likes to peep and enjoys the bathing of other people, goes to the bathroom of people and see कि वो रेनकोट पहन के नहा रहे हैं?
What are you saying, Ratnakar Tripathi? Ratnakar Tripathi, what are you saying? Ratnakar Tripathi, what are you saying? Charu, what the Congress is saying that it's a list versus list. They are saying you also done it.
Charu, it is about the policies.
Charu, calm down, Ratnakar Tripathi, calm down. Ratnakar Tripathi, calm down. Point versus point. Kapil Madhan, I'm coming to you also. Yeah.
So if you make it the exact meaning, that means
Charu.
Manmohan Singh bathroom.
Ratnakar Tripathi, now calm down. Thank you.
Charu.
You sow what you.
So shall I say so?
त्रिपाठी जी, आपके हिसाब से you reap what you sow. I'm asking you, what have you been sowing that you and your leaders are only reaping defeats? What are you sowing? Something is wrong and you need to examine that. Because in 2014, when you tried to put down Prime Minister Modi by calling him a chai wala, we win with a thumping majority. In 2019, if you want to call him Chaukidar Chor hai, you want to call him a chor, we get 303 seats. We get 303 seats, and you know a lot of the reasoning for our victory is because you are not decent people. If you learn to be decent people, maybe you will start doing better. आप मुझे
can we take this forward? Can we take this forward? Can we hold on, Ratnakar Tripathi?
जब आप खुद admit करते हो कि
can we make it a little more substantive?
We give 10 rupees and only 1-2 rupees.
Can we make it a little more substantive, for God's sake, Charu?
You are expecting too much out of the Congress.
It's honest enough to say so. He was honest enough to say so. He was honest enough to say so.
So you're honest
Let
enough
me
to say that
let me broad-based.
well done.
Aishwarya,
Well done. You think that
made a
is
point.
something
Just a
great.
minute.
Okay,
You're siphoning of 80% funds and you're happy
hold on.
about it.
Now shall I
Shameful.
speak?
Charu Pragya, hold on. This is about.
Now shall
this
I
is
speak,
about.
sir?
See, I have been trying to broad-base this debate. At one level, this is about a frustrated Congress abusing the Prime Minister because perhaps it does not have ideas.
Oh.
At another level, it is about democracy,
dear
how
judge,
it functions,
my
what
dear
kind
judge,
of democracy
please
you
don't say
want.
so.
At another level,
You prejudge
Ratnakar
Congress
Tripathi,
and then ask me for
I
a
wish
statement.
you were a little more introspective.
What
You
is
see,
this,
it's
sir?
not abuse versus abuse. I am talking about the present, for God's sake. It's not about going into the past. I'm saying, can we use this opportunity to really
how did you
make
know that
the
Congress is
political
frustrated,
discourse
sir?
better? And that's
How
where
did you
we
know
should
that
be
Congress is
focusing on.
frustrated? Why didn't you say
Binay
that?
Singh, Binay
Mr.
Singh,
Modi is frustrated.
Ratnakar bhai,
Who asked कि नेहरू सरनेम क्यों नहीं लगाया?
Ratnakar bhai, I
आपने
have
अपने
seen
नानी
you
के हाथ
being
से सरनेम
agitated
लगाते हैं,
many
Mr.
times,
कपूर?
but you have never been abusive.
आपके
You have never
अपने
been
नानी
abused.
के
Oh,
हाथ
that's
से
right.
सरनेम
Yeah, you are getting a compliment.
Binay
You are
Singh,
getting a compliment. At least take the compliment
please.
and listen to what he
Mani
says.
Shankar Iyer way,
Mr.
the only
Abhishek
way
Kapoor,
to
आपके यहाँ कौन अपनी नानी के हाथ से
represent
सरनेम
your
लगाता
anger?
है? बताइए मुझे.
No, Ratnakar ji,
कौन नानी
I
का
have
सरनेम
never
लगाता
seen
है?
you being abusive.
So Mr.
Though
Modi
you have
is
been
frustrated.
irritated, though you have been angry at many times in the debate,
What
but you have
abusive?
never used foul language. And again, Ratnakar
I am
ji,
not angry, sir.
abusive language
I am saying
has a
Prime
very
Minister
important
Modi
mention
is
in
very much
Mahabharata,
frustrated
Abhishek.
nowadays.
In Mahabharata,
He has
abusers
done
have a
what
very
he-
important
Yeah, of
mention.
course. Of course.
Shishupal abused Lord Krishna 100 times. And what happened next, we all know.
Ratnakar Tripathi, let me put it this way.
We all
let
know
me
what
put it this way.
happened
Binay Singh, hold on.
Don't
Binay Singh,
worry.
hold on. Charu Pragya, hold on.
Don't worry.
Charu
Don't
Pragya, hold on.
worry.
Subrasta, hold on.
Don't worry.
The BJP
Congress
view,
is
hold
not
on.
the cousin of
Hold on,
BJP.
hold on. Ratnakar Tripathi,
Congress
listen.
is not the
Ratnakar
cousin of
Tripathi,
BJP.
listen. Aishwarya made a very important point when he began the debate. Ratnakar Tripathi, Aishwarya made a very important point. Very important point when he began the debate. Aishwarya, let me just recall what you said.
Take it.
Ratnakar Tripathi, Pankaj Sharma and Kapil Madan. You know, you have to listen to this. 2007, the Maut Ka Saudagar comment happened. Incidentally, I was present in Chikli when Sonia Gandhi made that comment.
All right.
And Narendra Modi won the most difficult election of his life in 2007. He was effectively fighting with his back to the wall. I know what was happening on the ground, and he won it. That was the turning point. You had the Chaiwala comment, and Narendra Modi won with such numbers in 2014. You turned the 2019 campaign into Chaukidar Chor Hai campaign. And what happened in 2019? These, you know, can you really tell us, does the Congress party understand the implications of this abuse politics
Mr.
that
Abhishek
it is
Kapoor, don't worry
practicing?
about me. Don't worry about
Kapil first. Kapil's been quiet. Ratnakar Tripathi, don't become into this person whom you are not. You are a very well-disciplined person. Please remain so. Let's start with Kapil. Subrashra, I'm coming to you after this. Subrashra and Kapil.
So Abhishek,
Kapil first. Carry on, Kapil.
Punish me for that.
Yes, our benchmark to decide what is right and what is wrong can't be winning or losing election. The fact remains, can we at this stage deny, and Subrashra is there, she's a learned, esteemed panelist, will she ever support a statement like 50 crore ki girlfriend? Will she ever support an incident where our Prime Minister was, took a jibe on Renuka Chaudhary when he tried to compare with, demons as depicted in Ramayana? Will you support? Will you support our Prime Minister mocking a sitting Chief Minister of West Bengal? Will you support? Now, I mean, for an instance,
I wish, Kapil, you were a little more honest, but let Subrashta respond to this. I wish, Kapil, you were a little more honest and introspective, but let Subrashta respond to that. Subrashta, would you want to respond to this?
Individual comments that Kapil recounted. I do not endorse the
Please do,
girlfriend comment. But I don't find anything wrong in Mr. Modi addressing Mamata Banerjee as Didi O Didi. I for sure do not find any objectionable, content in the other remark that Kapil recounted. So let me tell you, Kapil, what's the difference between 50 crore ki girlfriend and what's the difference between raising comment on somebody's parentage? If somebody from the BJP were to come and raise question on Rahul Gandhi's parentage and call him Rahul something, not Gandhi, but some other surname, I think I would take objection to that. I think you would take objection to that.
Subrashtra, then you should take an objection. Recently, Prime Minister Modi.
Kapil, allow me to speak. I never spoke when you were speaking.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Charu, coming. Hold on.
I'm sorry. Please go on.
Please understand, there's a difference in the kind of abuses which are being hurled from your camp. No Congress leader has come up to say that this was wrong. You asked you assumed that I'm a BJP supporter, so I'm going to sort of whitewash every comment that has been made by the party. I'm not going to do that. But let me tell you, you guys do not have the guts to come out and say that calling Narendra Modi's father Gautam Das was wrong. You will never be able to say that because it is an endorsement from somebody like Rahul Gandhi himself. And why should I not question a half Italian on why he disowns his parentage in Nehru's legacy? And what is the somebody recounted raincoat pehenkar nahane wala comment? What is objectionable in that?
No, hold on, Kapil. Pankaj Sharma wants to come in on that point. Pankaj Sharma and Charu Pragya. Vinay Singh, I'll come on that Mahabharata comment of yours. But Pankaj Sharma, are you listening to this?
And a jibe
Pankaj Sharma, are you listening to this?
Opponent and is said
No, Kapil, I'll come back to you.
It seems as if he's bathing with a raincoat on. It's a political metaphor. If you are so picky about heat, don't enter the kitchen. Leave
Charu,
politics.
I'm coming to you. Hold on.
Nobody is forcing Rahul Gandhi to be in politics.
Pankaj Sharma and okay, Subrashtra.
I just want to tell I just want to tell Subrashtra ji that she should recall that BJP MP from Fatehpur Sikri, Chaudhary Babu Lal, questioned. He demanded the proof of Rahul Gandhi's parentage. Do you know this? Modi's friend, BHP leader Praveen Togadia had called her an Italian. I don't want to use the next word.
Give him 45 seconds.
Union Minister Giriraj Singh had made a dreadful racist and what sort of a comment on her. His statement, if Rajiv Gandhi would have married a Nigerian and Sonia Gandhi wasn't white skinned, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, not that BJP leaders have not abused the Congress leadership in so many words. So who actually began this? That is the major question. What about these rubbish statements against the Congress leadership by people like Giriraj Singh and Babu, Sadhvi Pragya and Chaudhary Babu Lal?
We are discussing the omelette here.
Can I respond now?
Charu is commenting you, Pankaj. Charu is countering you. Charu. Pankaj, Charu is countering. Yeah, Charu.
So I want to first support what Subrashtra said. Anybody who's attacked in the Congress party is politically active in the Congress party. They are a stakeholder.
So you can say anything against them.
When you're attacking Prime Minister Modi's father,
you can question the parentage of Rahul Gandhi.
Of politics, he's not even alive today. Number one. The most important thing here is, you can see this frustration manifesting. You've heard of the kahawat, Khisyani Billi Khamba Noche.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru is not alive. And BJP walas are saying
year after endless India Today covers, launching, relaunching, re-relaunching, re-relaunching Rahul Gandhi. I don't know how many years this has gone on for. And it is met with failure after failure. This is what is going to happen. Khisyani Billi is going to be left nochoing a khamba. What else can happen? This is manifesting in ugly words. This is manifesting in degrading democracy. This is
the nochoing will continue,
which is not positive from any angle. And I am
Charu, but what is happening?
Blaming Congress.
But Charu, do you see? I do not. No. Can I have the complete panel on air? Charu, I have a larger question, Abhishek, which you were saying, trying to broad-base Vinay Singh. It's not only about abuses anymore, you see. Because what we have witnessed in the Delhi MCD, the Delhi Civic Center, is taking these abuses to a different level, Ratnakar ji. Pankaj ji. Vinay Singh, it's going to a different level. Councillors, representative, the first line of representation in Delhi, we saw blood coming out. And it's no holds barred. It's a full-on wrestling match, Abhishek. Vinay Singh.
Aishwarya, for the opposition, it is high time that they should stop nochoing and they should start sochoing.
Oh, the nochoing is going to ghusoing.
No, they should start sochoing. Because I don't think what kind of sochoing they are doing. Because every time they are abusing the Prime Minister, I think it's a strategic blunder. It is a political blunder. If you praise the Prime Minister, BJP gains ground. But if you abuse the Prime Minister, BJP gains double. So what kind of sochoing is
So
this?
in a way, it's a catch-22 situation for the
Yes,
Congress party. It's a
definitely it is.
catch-22 situation. The Congress does not know how to come out of it.
Subrasha wants to make a quick point. Yeah.
You know, Aishwarya, I'm really amused by these Congress either supporters or spokespeople who come and every time Prime Minister is abused, they start recounting the abuses that were hurled by the BJP on their supreme leader. My question to them is, where does all this passion go when Rahul Gandhi is actually abused? If the BJP has more loyalty towards Narendra Modi and if BJP supporters have more loyalty towards Narendra Modi than Congress, sycophants, then it's a problem of the Congress camp. I didn't see the kind of brouhaha that Mr. Sharma is raising today on Rahul Gandhi's parentage when he was abused then. So is it a problem? So now what they are basically trying to do, the Congress is basically trying to put the blame on Janta. That anything that happens with respect, any abusive words that are spoken against Rahul Gandhi, people should react in equal measure. Well, people don't. Because Rahul Gandhi does not use a Nehru
Ratnakar Tripathi, answer that.
And this question will be asked. People like me will ask that question. Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi own up to his half Italian
Okay, let him answer.
heritage? What's wrong?
Subrasha, now let him
wrong
answer.
If somebody's mother, I'm
Quick
really
reply,
sorry
Subrasha, to your answer.
Question has been asked again and again. Aishwarya, so let me just 5 seconds. I want to address this as a woman. If I earned my living, if at all I earned my living by serving alcohol in a bar, why should I be ashamed of that? And why should Congress people try to, demean the work of somebody who works in bars and clubs? What kind of outlook they have towards women here? And they expect themselves to be called progressive.
In which bar was she working?
Okay.
Which club?
I don't know. I said did you listen to me carefully? I said if somebody made a living out of working in a bar, why should it be demonized is my question to you.
Was she working?
Why should you take that as an abuse is my question to you. Do not try to put the question back on me, sir.
No. Let's not debate this.
This is not regarding any individual. Subrasha,
Let's not debate this. If at all, since Subrasha mentioned alcohol, I am told that in the plenary of the Congress party, the constitution has been tweaked in a manner that taking alcohol is not considered a sin anymore. Ratnakar Tripathi, taking alcohol is not considered a sin anymore.
From Gujarat comes
and that's a decision I believe taken in the plenary or at least considered. But see, the point is Ratnakar Tripathi, Subrasha is making a very important point.
That is also untrue.
You are doing something which is not helping you.
Constitutional amendment is not about that.
You are doing something which is not helping you. Sorry?
Pankaj Sharma is saying something.
She has graduated from.
No, you are referring about some constitutional amendment in Congress party. What is that?
I read something to the effect, Pankaj Sharma, that the constitution is being tweaked in a manner that taking alcohol is not considered a sin. That's it.
No. Is that the constitutional amendment?
She described something in Urdu.
In party constitution, is that the amendment? Is that the amendment?
No, then please explain what is it.
No, it is
if
not.
that is not it, then what is?
No, that's the
please
amendment.
tell us.
That's the amendment.
It is not. Have you read it?
Okay.
Mr. Sharma, why are you skirting the issue? I
think that's the amendment. Please tell us what it is then.
No, but how can you say anything you like?
Subrasha, they will not answer on that.
Because Congress...
Subrasha, they will not answer on that. Subrasha, they will not answer on that. But I'll tell you, Ratnakar Tripathi, Binay Singh, can we just get back on the topic? Can we just get back on the topic? Subrasha, I take your point. That's a very bad... Subrasha, please. Pankaj, point taken. Pankaj, we will discuss on it. Don't worry. Ratnakar Tripathi just coming back to point number one. Point number one on this debate, Binay Singh and Ratnakar Tripathi. Ratnakar Tripathi, please answer. 45 seconds to each of you. Please tell me, what is that? What is that spark? What is that charge, Abhishek, which the Congress party gets? What's the kick that your leaders get by making such personal abuse? Morality, no. Political benefit, no. In politics, more or less, every leader, whatever he says or does, is for benefit, right? Irrespective of the party. Irrespective of the party. You lose every time. Every time you comment. Ratnakar Tripathi, listen. Every time you comment on the Prime Minister from 2007 till date, you lose. Then why?
Sir.
Basic question. Forget about everything else.
Mr. Kapoor, has your rhetoric ended now? Shall I speak?
It's Kapoor and Kapoor, by the way, today.
Shall I speak now? By two Kapoor versus one Tripathi, right? So now let me tell you, About that, you said that sin about the bottle, I mean that, what do you say, wine. So I have seen the picture of Prakash Javadekar during Bombay attack with a champagne bottle. It's all in the domain. And BJP never criticized it or condemned it. First.
No, you are not answering my question.
I agreed that is Kisiani Billi Khamba no.
No, Ratnakar Tripathi, answer. Ratnakar Tripathi, don't deviate. You know how to deviate. Please don't deviate. I asked you a specific question. Do you want to answer that? Or should I go to Kapil Madan or Pankaj ji?
If I don't answer, write down fail. Oh, you are taking my time now, Mr. Kapoor. Kisiani Billi Khamba noche because he said Nehru ka naam kyun nahi
Balla Khamba kuch nahi hai idhar.
Guards of Sanatan.
I am asking a serious point.
Self-proclaimed. Just a minute. They do not know. I am coming to the serious point. They do not know that Sanatan Dharma shadi karne ke baad gotra tak.
My problem is this, Charu. No, my problem is this with everyone.
Please be nice.
BJP, Congress, Pankaj ji, you are a seasoned journalist yourself. Despite that, Ratnakar Tripathi, Kapil Madan.
Why don't you talk about
Abhishek, I have a more principal problem. And that is that one party or one leader is trying to show that I am a better moral human being than the other. While there is no morality left in politics. And it doesn't make me happy saying it. But after what we've been watching for the last 24-48 hours here in the national capital, the capital of India, Charu, what about hurls? What about something being said about someone? People are punching. Women are pulling the other councillors' hair. It is going to a different level. We need to recollect the people of this country are watching every politician of yours.
Is there some Lakshman Rekha? Is there some Lakshman Rekha that both sides should respect? Is there some Lakshman Rekha both sides should respect?
Charu, answer that.
You know, you're very right, Aishwarya, because you know, if thoughts of violence are not nipped in the bud, it's going to result in violence, and this violence will be there for all of us to see. You are bringing democracy down, you're bringing India down, the world is watching. What have you done? So if slogans like Modi Teri Kabr Khudegi are not nipped in the bud, we will have an Atishi whispering in the ear of her councillor and then mayhem breaking loose in the NCD house in Delhi. We have seen it happen. But as our Prime Minister has always said,
well, she countered you today.
कीचड़ उछालोगे उतना कमल खिलेगा. कमल तो खिलता है कीचड़ में. So what exactly
Binay Singh wants to comment.
Doing when they think that instead of constructive criticism on policy, you have
Binay
personal
Singh, I want you as a neutral analyst today. The Prime Minister says, Charu, point taken. Congress says, Kabr Khudegi, Prime Minister says, you stay busy in kodifying my Kabr. I am busy in spreading the Kamal. That's his target because he knows every time a Congress leader, Abhishek, makes a comment on him, it helps him and it helps the BJP.
Aishwarya, if you are using a foul language in public life, if once it is done, it may be a mistake. But if you are a repetition,
it's not a mistake anymore.
That means you are doing it by intention. And in frustration, Aishwarya, you just don't lose your temper, but you also lose your capacity to judge the situation. And I'm surprised that these parties are not able to understand that even their supporters, they are upset. That what's wrong with my leaders?
No. Since we're talking about a discourse, let's get the entire panel on here. Let's get the entire panel on here. Can we draw a Lakshman Rekha that I was talking about? That the parents, father, mother of any politician at any level would not be involved, dragged, abused in public discourse. Prime Minister's father or Prime Minister's mother, Sonia Gandhi's father or Sonia Gandhi's mother, Rahul Gandhi's father, but then he was a politician, so he has to take some public attacks. The point is that those relatives of politicians who are not in politics or public life, should they be kept aside in terms of political attacks? Can we agree? Each panelist, beginning with Charu Pragya.
Hold on, Tripathi, is he coming to you?
I am in complete agreement with you. Personal life, if it is actually personal, should be left aside. Why can we not have constructive criticism? Why can we not only talk about people who are in public life? Why dig backwards? Why go to people who are no longer in this world?
Ratnakar, okay. Quick answer, Charu. Charu, quick. Ratnakar Tripathi.
Yeah, I am giving.
Do you agree with that question of Abhishek's?
Is it a sin or crime of... No, I am answering, sir. Was Rajiv Gandhi elected as a father of the Rahul Gandhi? If you want to criticize a person, if you want hard abuse at a person, say Rajiv Gandhi ko bhrashtachari number 1. You can't say कि आपके पिताजी
So for Congress it should be Gandhi's. Pankaj Sharma, okay, no point taken. So Congress wants comment on Pankaj Sharma. Straight question, straight answer, Pankaj ji. From a journalist to another journalist. Answer this. Is the Congress party looking for a blanket cover for the Gandhis and the Vadras? Let's be clear today.
Not the mother.
No, Ratnakar, I'm not asking to you. Pankaj Sharma, is the Congress looking for a blanket ban or a blanket protection for all the Gandhis and the Vadras? Let's be clear. You comment about anyone else, Congress doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for the Congress party. Don't touch the Gandhis and the Vadras, don't comment. Is that the issue? Pankaj Sharma.
Congress is looking for a blanket ban on abusive language by anyone against anyone. See.
Oh, come on, don't joke.
Okay. Oh, Pawan Khera, Karti Chidambaram, Udit Raj, they are listening to you, Pankaj.
Then I'm saying Giriraj Singh, Chaudhary Babu Lal,
then
all of them,
Giriraj Singh,
agree.
So
Agree.
Giriraj Singh. So
absolutely agree.
I agree with you that there should be a Lakshman Rekha. There should be a Lakshman Rekha. Let BJP begin with this.
Binay Singh is on air. Okay, Binay.
Aishwarya, in public life, in social and political life, definitely there should be a code of conduct when you are in public speaking, in public behavior. And I don't think that there is any problem with any party to come to an agreement.
But will they? That's my point, Subhrashtra.
Everyone must.
In today's politics, where there is no holds barred, I see women councillor versus women councillor pulling each other, punching each other. They are scratching each other, what not? Can we really expect
all this talk of idealism
from our politicians?
Of all this talk of idealism from Pankaj ji, where was Congress's moral compass when Jayaprada's lingerie was brought out in the public domain? Color was discussed in the public domain. Did he say that the Congress party should never again sideline with Samajwadi Party? You know, you get somebody like a Rehan Gandhi to share stage with Priyanka Vadra. None of them have any hold on ground. Priyanka Gandhi hasn't even fought an election. On what grounds was Rehan Gandhi brought on stage? And then they expect that the family should be spared. Why should we spare the family? I'm sorry, in a democracy, as I said, if you don't like heat, get out of the kitchen. There are many chefs in India waiting to try their luck and waiting to prove the platter that they can serve to the public. Gandhis and Nehrus, their era is over. It's finished.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So, since you mentioned Priyanka Gandhi might actually contest an election, but what is more important is, Aishwarya, that the matter is before the Supreme Court. There are multiple FIRs which Pawan Khera has to really defend. And for once, Pawan Khera in fact has apologized before the Supreme Court, saying that he should not have. It's surprising that Karti Chidambaram really followed suit. And that makes us wonder, viewers, whether the Congress party is suffering from some kind of brain fog. Having said that, the Lakshman Rekha is the families of politicians who are not involved in politics or public life.
Absolutely.
They should be spared.
But the issue is that the people of this country, my only last comment on this debate today is from Charu to Pankaj ji to Ratnakar Tripathi, ever smiling Ratnakar Tripathi, Subhrashtra and Binay Singh, that the people, my only problem is that now the politicians who go to the people with folded hands when they need their votes, Abhishek, they forget earlier, at least 5 years, 10 years prior, 15 years prior, there used to be some pressure that no, the cameras are on. There we are in public view. Now, what's happening and what's happened in the national capital, the fear is that even that fear of the people to whom they have to go in next few months, few years with folded hands to get their votes, they don't care. They don't care about their public demeanor. And that's my problem. But don't forget, the people, the country is watching, irrespective of your party lines. Thank you so much. That's the time we have on the debate.
$11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
खालिस्तानी सरकार है? पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? भगवान लाल, Mr. Wan, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Again, to say that, YSR Telangana party is seriously offended by the way KCR is ruling in the state of Telangana. Once and again we see KCR being the tyrant he is. The other day we saw them beat up a Congress youth president without any gap. Every single day we are seeing attacks on the opposition parties. My Padayatra was attacked, bulldozed upon, and I was arrested. I was brought to Hyderabad. So we see this pattern continuing by KCR and his goons. Today there are no leaders, there are no senior ministers, there is no chief minister, there is no karyakartas in BRS party. In totality, the whole of BRS party can be called the goons, the BRS party goons. That's what this has turned out to be.
खालिस्तानी सरकार है? पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? भगवान लाल, Mr. Wan, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहां गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
In this edition of the interview, we have someone who claims to have quit politics, but politics does not seem to be quitting him. Former governor of Maharashtra, who has just returned from Mumbai, and we have in fact travelled to interview him to Dehradun, and former chief minister of Uttarakhand, of course, Bhagat Singh Koshyari. Namaskar sir.
नमस्कार।
कैसे हैं आप?
ठीक है जी, कैसे लग रहे हैं हम आपको?
बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हैं। आपने कहा कि आप हेल्थ ग्राउंड पे छोड़ के आए हैं, पर सेहत आपकी अच्छी लग रही है।
चलिए, आपका शुभकामनाएं काम आएंगी।
पर खबर आपका पीछा नहीं छोड़ रही है, राजनीति आपका पीछा नहीं छोड़ रही है। आप कहते